The man that you're watching on camera right now is called Albert Cona, and he's been looking for his long-lost father for the past 25 years. 3 months ago, Albert took an ancestry DNA test, and we found a half-sister called Kenneth. From the ancestry DNA test, we also managed to confirm Albert's true biological father. All this time, our genealogist Caleb had been working behind the scenes, and he had found another sibling. This sibling's name was Paul, and he was a seaman. And then, after Paul, we found another sibling, and his name was Alex. We had managed to surprise Albert and Kenneth with this fantastic news. After Albert and Kenneth had spoken to Alex, we had arranged for Albert to chat with his new brother, Paul. And if you were thinking Paul was the last sibling, get ready for another surprise.
This is Albert again, and just wanted to say huge thanks to each and every one of you that followed my journey from the start till today. Quick thanks to Leah and Blair and Caleb as well for everything that is happening to me right now.
Unbeknown to Albert and Kenneth, we had unearthed another half-sibling. His name was Brendan, an international school teacher and a part-time YouTuber.
Maybe you need a bath. Yeah. When was the last time you took a bath?
Albert and Kenneth don't know that we found Brendan. This is the epic story of the young man who set out to find his long-lost father but ended up with a whole new family of siblings around the world.
Hi guys.
Hello. How are you doing?
Hello.
Nice
Hi,
to meet
Brendan. Nice to meet you too after all this time. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah. No problem. I watched all the episodes today while I was working out. It's a pretty nuts story. So
Marathon session.
Man, I'm just I'm a little shocked to be a part of it, to be honest, and that's my family I'm watching be discussed, and yeah, it's kind of crazy. So yeah, I'm happy to meet everybody and see what's going on.
Cool.
Must have been very strange. How long did that take to watch all the episodes?
You know what? I just put on
Over
the
an
first
hour.
one and I started running, and I ran about 10 miles, and then I was like, wow, okay. I looked up, I think it was an hour and a half later, maybe a little longer. But I was pretty intrigued and interested. So
Yeah, well, you know, Albert was a family friend, and Leah Mesa hit him one day. Why don't you start looking for your father? You know, this is what we do. We help to find long-lost loved ones. He was a bit reluctant at first, and then he agreed and took the at-home ancestry DNA test and sent it away. And then we found Kenneth with being a half-sister.
And then that guy wasn't even his dad, which was in the picture. That was crazy. But
Yeah.
I gotta say, my favorite part was when you guys showed the old photo of my father, and you could see in the back, Albert's mom just made a face like, "Oh my God, I recognize that guy." I laughed a lot actually when I was seeing that part. Just her face made me laugh, and I was like, "Damn!" Yeah, it was quite a moment. Wow.
Yeah, that was 100% confirmation at that point.
Yeah.
So it was a brief encounter over a month, and the rest is history. You're in, where are you calling from?
I'm in Panama actually. Panama.
Okay.
Some people get confused with Panama City in Florida, but it's Panama City in Panama, where I live right now.
Right.
So I teach at international schools. And so me and my wife and my kids move every few years to different countries when we feel like it. We've been in Panama for the last 6 years, actually, because it's a lovely place to live. But before that, we were in Abu Dhabi for 3 years. Before that, we were in Astana in Kazakhstan for 2 years, where my daughter was born.
Wow.
And then before that, we lived in New York City for 3 years, and Tampa for 3 years before that. So yeah, moved around quite a bit.
If you don't mind me asking, Brendan, how old are you?
I am 37.
Right. So an international school teacher.
That's correct. But right now I'm a kindergarten teacher, and I've been a kindergarten teacher the last 6 years, and I absolutely love it. That's 5 and 6 year olds. And we have a lot of fun reading books
Right.
together, playing, learning. I teach them how to read, I teach them basic math. It's just really rewarding and fun. So yeah, I like it a lot. In Abu Dhabi, I taught first grade, so I've mostly been working with little kids.
And you have a family yourself, some children?
Yeah. So I've been together with my wife for about 21 years. So even though I'm 37, we've been together since we were 16. And so we got married when we were like 24. And then we had our first daughter when I think I was 27. So our daughter is 9. We have a son named Toa. Her name's Janya. She was born in Kazakhstan, so we gave her a Kazakh name. My son Toa was born in Panama. He is 5 now. And we have another baby who's going to be born on April 14 is my wife's due date. So pretty soon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And the baby, do you know the sex of the baby coming?
It's going to be a boy, actually. So I have 2 boys and a girl. And we're thinking about naming him Kai because it's such an international name. Kai's a name in many cultures around the world. And we wanted him to have a multicultural name. I grew up as a third culture kid, like my big brother Alex. I don't know if he mentioned on the show that particular term, but it's people that have grown up in culture outside of their home country, because our parents are both Americans, but I didn't live in the United States till I was 20. And so I grew up in the Philippines and Singapore and Vanuatu, and kind of make up that international school or expat kind of culture is where I grew up. I was born in Manila, same as Alex, in Makati Medical Center. And I lived there from 1987 until I was 6 when we moved to Vanuatu. And then when I was 9, we moved back to Manila, and I was there till 2001. So when I was 14. And so I was in Manila for quite some time. I absolutely love the city, actually, and I love the Philippines. One of the things I wanted to show you guys actually was the barong Tagalog I got married in. Once I proposed to my wife, I insisted on flying to the Philippines and buying this thing. It's pretty old now, but I got it at Glorieta, actually, down in in Makati. And I insisted on being married in that. I wouldn't be married in anything else because I was born in the Philippines and I lived there for 14 years. It's really a great country. Everywhere I go, I tell people it's beautiful. The people are lovely and so kind, and just an amazing country.
You had a chance to get back?
The last time I was back was when I got that barong, actually. We got married in 2011, so it's actually been about 14 years. Wow. Panama's kind of far away.
Yeah.
So I don't get over there that often, unfortunately. But yeah, I plan on taking my children there as soon as possible, actually. Just because, it's a great place to go. And I want to show them the place I grew up as well. So.
Brendan, you were born in the Philippines. Did you hold a Filipino citizenship?
No, we were told at the time that we needed a Filipino parent. So one of our parents would have to be Filipino. And at the time, both my parents are American citizens. And I got an American citizenship at the U.S. Embassy in Manila, but we did not get a Filipino citizenship, which is too bad. I would really like to have one, but and I want to be a dual citizen, especially with the Philippines in a country like that. So maybe if I move back there, I think it takes there's a long process becoming a Filipino.
When you got notification, I don't know whether it was Caleb or ourselves message that you saw, whether it was an email or Facebook message. How did you first find out about this?
Cool. So I was sitting at an Indonesian restaurant in Curacao, an island off the coast of Venezuela, where I was just hanging out with my family for a spring break. And I was looking for a message of something from our hotel or a barcode to get in. And it was in my Facebook messages or my Instagram messages. I can't remember. Or my email maybe. And I was looking into a junk mailbox for some reason. And then I saw a thing there and I was like, that's really weird. And I just kind of read it silently while I was sitting at dinner with my family. And then I just kind of passed the phone over to my wife like that. And she was like, huh. And we just kind of, you file it in the back of your head for a minute. I was just trying not to freak out and think about it. I played with my kids for a little while. There's a playground next to the restaurant and we talked about it all night. A couple weeks later, I was with my mom. I told her about it as well. And we talked about it a little bit. And she found some of the stuff troubling because of the timing and things like that. But it was actually quite surprising, to be honest. I mean, I knew about Paul from about 10 years ago when we first started talking to him. And so I wasn't I was kind of expecting it to happen a little bit. We were expecting more siblings to come out like that. But, when it happens and there's real people involved and they've been living their whole life looking for you and your father, it's a little bit more, it's a little bit more real. And so instead of it just being a hypothetical, it kind of hit pretty fast. Yeah. And so I took some time to think about it before applying. And as I think my brother also said, we're used to assuming things are scams. So I looked into you guys a little bit. I looked into the DNA tests, and one of the things was also my aunt was on there. Like just one of my dad's sisters was on the DNA thing, and I was like, that'd be a really weird person to like choose to fake on me, you know. And so, yeah, I looked into it a little bit. I thought about it, talked to my family, and it took me a little while. I watched a couple of episodes a few weeks ago, especially the one with my big brother. And yeah, I decided I wanted to get involved and meet you guys and connect with these siblings that I didn't know I had. I've never done anything like this before, so I'm a little bit nervous too. You know? I didn't think I would be, but when I was waiting for you guys to talk, I got a little bit nervous.
Just going back to your how you met your wife, was she a high school sweetheart? Was she?
A lot of people call us that, but it wasn't quite like that. She didn't go to my high school. We met in a bar, actually, and I was a little bit of a naughty teenager, I'm going to be honest. And there was like a bar I frequented that served underage kids, pretty much. That was the deal there, and it was a bunch of younger people drinking beer that was mostly watered down. And I walked down the stairs with my friend who was trying to persuade this girl to date him, and he had a bunch of roses with him. And so we walked down the stairs together, and I saw my future wife sitting at the table. And I took one of the flowers, and I walked up to her and said, "You're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my life. Here's a flower." And shortly thereafter, we started dating. It was maybe a few days, but that's how we met.
Is she from America as well? Your wife?
She's also a third culture kid. Her mother is Samoan, and her father is German, Norwegian, and Chinese, right? No, sorry. My wife's right here. Hang on. She can explain it better than I can.
Hi.
This is Sarah, by the way.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, Sarah.
Yeah, no, my dad is German Chinese and my mom is Samoan Norwegian, but I was born in Hawaii.
Wow.
And then I moved to Singapore when I was like 5. But I became like a Singaporean.
My daughter's right there. Just just give us 1 second.
Hey, like I went to public school. I didn't go to the
That's
same
okay.
school as Brendan. I didn't go to international schools or anything. Yeah.
Right.
Nice
Thank
to
you.
meet you guys.
So we don't really talk anymore. He's not my favorite person. So I haven't talked to him in 4 years and like 2 months. It was the day my little brother died. I had been trying to contact him all night or all day in Panama to tell him the news so he didn't find out on Facebook or something like that. And in the middle of it, he kind of turned off his phone, which I thought was really weird. And then I finally got through to him after about 12 hours of trying. And he told me he had hung up the phone, and I said, "Sit down. I'm going to tell you the worst news you've ever heard." And he said, "Okay." And then I said, "Sean died." And he said, "I thought you were going to tell me the worst news I ever heard." And I said, "Yeah, man, I did." And he said, "No, the worst news I've ever heard is that Donald Trump has usurped the White House. Joe Biden has usurped the White House from Donald Trump, the rightful president of the United States." And just started going on. I was like, "Dude, Sean died. You know, like your son, my brother died. Don't do this right now. Don't talk about Donald Trump." And he just went on like, "I'm trying to give you some historical context. This isn't that big a deal," or something like that. And I was like, "Dude, don't do this right now, please." And he just kept talking about Donald Trump, and I hung up the phone, and I haven't talked to him since, and I don't intend to. He had hung up the phone because he knew there was some bad news coming from the Western Hemisphere, and he didn't want to hear it to disturb his sleep. And I was like sitting there having the worst moment of my life, and I needed my father really bad, and he just wasn't there for me in the biggest way. So kind of sucks. But he then spent close to the last 4 years. He has an email chain where he sends pretty horrific stuff about me to all of my family members, and including my wife, my mother, my father, my stepfather, my in-laws, and like all his brothers and sisters, and some like other people that we just randomly know. And he spent the first 100 days on like a smear campaign barraging me, and then it let up a little bit, but it's been 4 years of constant negative emails about me to that entire group of people, and I just completely ignore it. And it's just on and on and on and on and on and on and on. He really sucks. That was like a love-hate relationship as well. Sean suffered the most, I would say, from my dad. And he had like serious issues with it that he talked about with a lot of his friends. He talked about it with us. just how he didn't feel like he had a father growing up, and that when they did interact, it was very negative and volatile. So they had a pretty complicated relationship. I know before he died, he went to like a drug rehab center in Thailand and then went to confront my dad about a lot of his issues. And they kind of had a huge blowout argument. And I think they left it there. I'm not exactly sure. But they were arguing at the time of Sean's passing. And he was trying to figure it out. And then when I was interviewing Sean's friends after he died, a lot of them cited his drug use was because of his negative relationship with his father, him trying to deal with it.
You have a little YouTube channel.
Yes, I do have a YouTube channel where I read books to kids in English. Is the main thing. It's a lot of my students here, we don't get that many books from the United States, so and it's hard to find books in English here. So I made a YouTube channel mostly for my class and my students, but I've also shared it with friends, family, anybody who has little kids or who just wants to hear a good story.
And one more for today. This is one of my favorite books. It's really funny. And it's called What? Cried Granny. An almost bedtime story. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Patrick who was having his first ever sleepover with his grandma.
Yeah, I just really love reading books. And one of the things I wanted to do, I really loved the show Reading Rainbow when I was a kid. And where the guy just loved books so much and sharing them with kids. And that's kind of how I feel about sharing books with kids. And I like to make funny voices and make silly faces and really get the kids engaged in the story so that they really care and learn to engage with literature in a fun way at a young age. So I see a lot of kids like, I don't want to read, I don't want to do this. But if you make it fun and you just make it a lot, bring it to life, then it's a lot. It's really fun. Something that I really enjoy.
Brendan, we're about to bring in your long lost siblings that you've only just found out about.
Yeah.
Kenneth and Albert.
Hi, Albert.
Hello.
Sweet background. What's up, man? Hi, Kenneth. How are you doing?
Oh,
Hi.
hey.
Brendan.
Hi.
Oh
My
my
name's Brendan. It's nice to meet you.
Nice
I
to
can do
meet
without glasses too if you want to like see my whole face. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
You guys are very surprised. I like it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna see Sam. My wife's right off camera as well. She's gonna say hi. You can pop your head in. It's okay.
Hi.
She's gonna look very surprised. It's great to meet you guys. I watched all the episodes of the show today, so I feel like I have an advantage over you guys because I know about you a little bit. And you guys
Yeah.
clearly didn't even know what I looked like. So, what's up? Yeah. I will answer any questions you guys want. I know a lot of stuff.
Oh, tell us everything.
Here we go. There's my face, man.
You look like Brad Pitt.
I look like Brad Pitt? Well, thank you. I always thought I looked like Brad Pitt. I like this guy. All right. I'm old. I make hearts like this. Yeah. I like this guy. Not bad.
Oh my
You've won me over immediately, good sir.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
Janet, you have any questions? Hi. Where are you?
After I'm in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
Panama is not very far away from Florida. We go there.
Let's
We've been to
go.
Orlando a couple times to go to Disney World. Yeah, I just live in Panama.
Nice.
Not Panama, Florida, but Panama, the country.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's in Panama City. Oh no, not Panama City.
Yeah, not that one, I'm afraid. You all right, man?
Yes,
He's shocked
I'm in.
Yeah, absolutely.
in disbelief.
I didn't think after I think I'm the fourth one. Is that right? Yeah, I'm the fourth one that you'd be so shocked as well. But yeah.
Well, it's just like there just keeps
Paul,
getting more
Alex,
and more,
Kenneth,
you
me.
know?
Sure, yeah, there's a lot. And those are all the ones I know about too.
Right. Oh my gosh.
All right. Also, had some, what I was watching earlier, you asked if Alex had any photos of what that our father might look like. So I'm going to show you one right now. Okay. I have a couple from when I got married. All right, here's our father right there. There's Alex next to me, if you can see. I'm going to cover up my mom really quick. And then there's Sean, who is our deceased friend there. My deceased brother. But there is our father. And then here's a picture of him as well at the wedding.
Okay.
He looks a little Jack Nicholson-like in that one, but that's an expression he has a lot. But I just wanted to show you guys those. I was looking for a couple more, but they're probably tucked away somewhere in a closet or something like that. I was running around desperately before this thing started, but I managed to find those. As I showed these guys before, I want to show you the barong I got to get married in. When I got married in 2011, I insisted on me and my wife flying to the Philippines to buy a barong Tagalog. because it's the only thing I'll be
Wow.
married in.
That's
I love the Philippines.
awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Aw.
Yeah, so I was born there in 1987, May 27. We're both in May, I think, Albert, is that right?
Yes. Yes.
I lived there until I was 6 years old. Then we moved to Vanuatu, and then I came back when I was 9, and we lived there until I was 14. So I've lived in Manila for, I guess, 11 years altogether. And the last time I went back was for that Barong Tagalog. I haven't been in the Philippines since then, but I do miss it. It's a
Wow.
great country. Yeah.
We should have like a family reunion, a sibling reunion.
We should try and get together. It'd be weird.
That would be awesome.
He's
Yes.
like, yeah, let's do it. I want
It
it on
would
camera.
probably be
Fantastic.
weird. But I feel like it could, I feel like we're all pretty laid back. We would probably
Yeah.
all get along.
It seems that way from like watching your videos as well.
Okay, so since you watched all of the videos and stuff,
Yeah.
what did you think when all of this, like when Albert came up and then when I came up? So, like, what are your thoughts?
I feel both for you because you guys grew up thinking someone else was your father, and that's really, really insane. And that must have been like mind blowing for you guys. I can kind of see it on camera, but like, that's huge. I don't
Yeah.
know how that feels
Yeah.
or what you guys went through with that in that moment, but that was mainly what I was thinking when I was watching it. I laughed when I saw Albert's mom's face when she saw the photo of our father from like his high school years. And she clearly recognized him, and I was like, "Oh man, this is like huge!" And it was, that was a crazy moment, and that must have been absolutely nuts. That's your life, man. And so, I saw you guys making connections, and I wanted to be a part of it. So that's why I'm here today.
Yay!
To see you guys.
Oh, we're so glad.
What's up? It's
We're so glad.
really weird. And I've never done anything like this before, so I'm also a little bit surprised and shocked. And how
Yeah.
often does that happen? You get to meet 2 new siblings. So.
That's crazy. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I know. I said, maybe would like Netflix will contact us and make a show about us.
Like it's
That would be
there's
cool.
shows they make on Netflix with less.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like we would be so interesting. We would be
Dude, yeah.
so
Oh,
like
man.
I would watch us.
Absolutely.
Oh
Yeah.
my
I mean,
God.
I'm sure there's. Yeah. What's up?
What would
Okay,
be
you're
our
saying something.
title?
Sorry,
What would be our Netflix title? Power Rangers.
What we-
dude. I'll be Power Rangers with you. I saw that in the first episode too. He was like, "I'll be Pink Power Ranger." I was like, "Dude, I'll be Power
That's
Rangers."
right.
Me and my brothers used to
Heck
play
yeah.
Power Rangers. I was the blue one
Yes.
usually.
Ooh, Albert,
Sean
which
really
color do
loved
you
Power
want to be?
Rangers. He was the red one for sure.
Red one.
But, yeah.
Red one.
Yeah.
Alex
You were
was the red
too?
one?
No, Sean, our little
Ooh.
brother.
John. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
He loved being
since
red.
you're
He
the
liked
baby.
Power Rangers the most, to be honest.
No. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's sad that we don't get to meet him. Alex said he was really funny and
Yeah.
really nice.
Energetic.
Yeah.
He really would have liked this actually. He would have really enjoyed being on the show
Aw.
and talking and seeing and figuring all this out and he would have been
Yeah.
very animated and excited about it. I'm kind of bummed that he didn't get to be a part of this, to be honest.
I know.
But say
I
love you.
know.
That's how it goes.
I do have one question.
As many as you want, dude. Come on.
Yeah, for Sean.
Yeah.
Does he like My Chemical Romance?
I like My Chemical Romance, dude. I saw My Chemical Romance 2 times. I watched My Chemical Romance do the entire Black Parade in Singapore. I was in the front freaking row, rocking out so goddamn hard. It was one of the best moments of my life. I'm not gonna lie to you. With like 3 of my
Okay.
bros, we all went together. They played the entire Black Parade in a row in costume, and then they came out and played all of My Helena, and it was amazing.
Oh my!
Seriously. It was
He's
epic.
fangirling right now.
Yeah, dude. Really, it was fantastic. I also saw My Chemical Romance in Dresden, Germany. They opened for the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and that was absolutely awesome too. The Red Hot Chili Peppers freaking rock. Like,
Yeah, both
Man.
of them.
Yeah.
I am a fan.
That's
I-
you like MCR. That's all right. Yeah, MCR's the
Aw.
best. They helped me get through Sean's death a lot, actually, especially that song, I am not afraid to keep on living. Yeah, I love that.
yeah.
Walk this world alone. Yeah, dude, that song rock.
I'll be forgiven.
Yeah, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, dude. Nothing you can say can stop me going home. Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Dude, totally. I'm on board. I get you.
I keep telling Blair that MCR is awesome.
They're the best, dude. They're the best. Really one of my favorite bands. Like top 5 for sure of all time. One thing I can tell you about our father, he went to Woodstock as a hippie in 1969. And he actually went, he had a ticket, he had photos. There was a big hippie festival in 1969 in upstate New York called Woodstock. It was a pretty famous moment with like Jimi Hendrix and a lot of famous artists of the 60s. And our father was at that concert, which defined a lot of his character.
Wow.
Yeah, what he would say when he was a hippie. He was a hippie then, and now he's kind of super Republican man. So,
Okay.
yeah, he changed a lot in that time. But he also loved going to concerts. I'm trying to think of nice things to say about our father.
Do you
And
have
I
a
came prepared
relationship
with
with
a few.
him?
Sorry?
Do you have a relationship with him? Do you talk to him?
No, it's been about 4.5 years. As I just told these guys a
Okay.
minute ago. The
Oh,
day my little brother died, I stayed up like all night, basically trying to call him. And like halfway through my calling, his phone went off, and I was like, "What the hell? I gotta call my dad. I can't have him find out on Facebook like that his son died." You know. So I was calling and calling. Finally, after 12 hours, he picked up the phone, and I was like, "Dude, sit down. I'm gonna tell you the worst news you've ever heard in your life." And he was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Sean died." And he goes, "I thought you were going to tell me the worst news I've ever heard in my life. The worst news is that Joe Biden is usurping the presidency from Donald Trump." And I was like, "Dude, Sean died. Like,
oh my God.
your son and my brother died." And he's like, "I'm just trying to provide some historical context for you." And I was like, "Dude, Sean died. Don't talk about Donald Trump right now. Like, no."
Literally.
And he kept
yeah.
going and going and going. And I was like,
Oh my
"Please don't
God.
do this right now, man." And I hung up the phone because he kept talking about Donald fucking Trump. In a moment
Wow.
where I needed my father more than I ever needed him.
Right.
Yeah. That's my
Yeah.
brother.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. He sucks. He sucks. And I'm sorry he's the guy that's at
Wow.
the end of your journey for finding your father, because he's not a nice man. But
Yeah.
I did say I'm a positive person. I'm a kindergarten teacher as well. And
Aw.
I wanted to tell you guys some positive things about him. One of them was that he's super adventurous. He took me and my brothers on adventures all over the world. We did really cool stuff. We were on the edge of active volcanoes. He took us scuba diving. He instilled a love of nature in me. He instilled a love of history in me as well, especially about the Philippines, World War II, things like that. And, well, I guess that's the end of the list. He provided for me and my brothers when we were growing up. I can say that as well. So, but other than that, guys, if you try to meet him, I think he will be very resistant and hostile, is my opinion. But at the end of this road, you also found me and Alex. You found each other. You found Paul, and we can celebrate that, even though the actual man is not the best. And if you guys want to try and contact him, that's absolutely your right. It just comes with a warning from me. I just have to say that.
Albert,
Do you guys have any?
okay?
Yeah, you okay, man?
Yeah, I'm from the town called Niceville in Florida.
I'm gonna punch you.
I'm just so saddeningly shocked about that conversation you had.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's why I don't talk to him. So I have to explain myself in that particular regard. That was why I made that decision.
Okay,
And,
Brendan,
yeah.
can you do that? Can you do that thing now where we surprise Albert and Kenneth? You know that language thing?
What? Oh no, dude, I can't speak Tagalog. I'm so sorry. All I know is masarap, tubig, guapo, chicken adobo, pancit canton, balut.
Hey, those will definitely get you somewhere, at least in a restaurant.
Yes, exactly. Most of it has to do with ordering food, because I love Filipino food. Actually, I find it to be a very underrated cuisine. In a lot of cities, there's like a Thai restaurant, a Chinese restaurant, Japanese place. There should always be a Filipino place too, because it's amazing.
Exactly.
Filipino food's awesome.
Exactly.
The guapo word will lead you to me.
Absolutely, man. Oh, I can totally see resemblance with both you guys. And Alex thought you looked a lot like our dad too, Kenneth. I can see it for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what he kept saying. So
Yeah, I saw that in that episode. He was like,
hopefully
"Whoa."
it's not a bad thing.
Just a quick update with Paul. Paul, you messaged Paul. What was his reply?
He's on the way to Australia.
He's on the way to Australia.
Oh,
When's he
But
arriving?
he doesn't know when he's gonna arrive in Australia. But then when he arrive in Australia, he's gonna be really busy. So
He doesn't know if he can get time off around the 10th.
Yeah.
So we don't know.
Okay. Well, I'll stay tuned. I can see.
So
I'd love to meet
he
him
hates
too.
us.
I've talked to him on text a little bit. I think we messaged on like Facebook Messenger a few years ago when we first learned about him, but I haven't met him in person or talked to him very much. Yeah.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
And there may
It was kind of
be sorry, there may be another chance for the Leah and Blair slog to reunite long lost loved ones with Brendan and Alex.
Sounds good. I mean, the ball's in his court
yeah.
on that one. The last time we spoke, I messaged him. It was over a year ago. I haven't heard back from him, so I figured he doesn't want to talk to me.
So
I
you and
reached out
Alex
to him
don't
about
talk
a year.
either?
No, but that's again his choice. I reached out to him about a year and a half ago, and that's the last
Okay.
time I messaged. Yeah, my mom said he got the message, but I don't know. He hasn't talked to me yet, so we'll see.
Okay. Just leave
It's
it to
kind of
Leah and
complicated,
Blair slog.
especially
We'll
since
see
our
what we
brother
can
died.
do.
Oh, sorry, man.
Go ahead. Sorry, there's just a delay, but just leave it to the Leah and Blair slog. Leah and Blair will try and reunite you.
Hey, man, if anybody can, you guys, it looks like it's what you do. Give it a shot. I'm down.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
I need a request to Leah here, that once we reunite, like in person, and then you happen to record it, record us. Please put an edit where Captain America in Infinity War says "Avengers Assemble." That will be epic.
Down. Avengers!
Assemble.
I'll have to purchase
dude.
rights, the copy, otherwise I'll be copyrighted.
Oh yeah.
You want to be Iron Man, though. You can be Captain America. That's cool. I'll be Iron Man.
Oh wait, I'll be I like Spider-Man. I don't know.
Oh, me too. I just played Spider-Man 2 on PS5. It's amazing. Spider-Man 2 is a great game. If you ever get a chance. Dude, it's so good. If you ever wondered what it's like to like be Spider-Man and swing through New York City, it captures that completely. It's fantastic.
Have you played
I love
Elden?
video games. Sorry.
Have you
What's up?
played
Have I played what?
Elden Ring?
Yeah, I've played Elden Ring. I have it on my PS5 right now. You like Elden Ring?
Yes, I'm at NG plus 4 before I sold my PS5 like last year.
Bummer. That must have been a tough call for whatever you sold it for. That's sad.
I lost the job that time, so I had to sell it.
Yeah, of course. I would too. It's between a PS5 and eating, I guess.
Yeah. Man,
Kenneth, you have 4 children, right?
I do.
I think I remember that from the episode. I have 2 children and 1 more on the way in April.
Yay!
My wife is quite pregnant. Yes.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you very much. So I have 2 children. One is, so you guys have niece and nephew. One is named Zhanya. She was born in Kazakhstan when I was teaching there. And one is named Toa, who was born here in Panama when we first arrived. And our next child will also be a boy. Will also be a Panamanian.
Aww.
In Panama, you get citizenship when you're born here. So you have birthright citizenship. So our kids are kind of dual citizens of Panama and the United States.
Guys, do you think there's any way we can have a call on, like a video call like this on Thursday? It's my birthday.
Sure.
Yeah.
February what? What did you Google?
The 6th.
February 6th. Cool.
Yeah.
We're actually pretty close. You're born in 88, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was born in May 87, so we're about 9 months apart.
Yeah.
And then Sean was born in October of 88. So we're all pretty close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Jeanette,
Thank you.
that's Thursday for you, Albert,
Mm-hmm.
Friday for us.
Friday morning for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Albert, did you
Okay.
forget Kenneth's birthday?
Yeah.
No.
For real.
I got it on my calendar. I'm looking for a pen right now to check.
Myself and Leah May are both born in May as well, so there's so many May people in the chat.
Happy birthday.
Paul and
Aw.
Albert. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
My
I don't know what's going
littlest
on.
one, my youngest one is born in May too.
what is it? 9
Yeah.
months before May? what's going on?
Summer? National Day?
Summer holidays? Off
Yeah.
work?
The Philippines, I think, is around that. When's National Day in the Philippines?
Albert.
Keep going back. Hang on.
Doing
Keep
some
going. Keep going. Keep going. What do you guys do? What do you do? Oh, she's talking to somebody. Okay.
Oh yeah. I do modeling.
I can tell. I can tell. Wait, no, I think from the show, I think you do customer service in the States. Is that right? On the computer.
Yes.
Hi, that's an adorable baby. Awesome. At nighttime.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, nighttime. Yeah. From
There's a baby. Yeah, my wife wants to see the baby. She loves babies, of course.
Yeah,
Oh
here.
my goodness, you are an
This
adorable
is
baby.
this is Oliver. Can you say hi?
Hi, Oliver.
Say hi.
Hey.
Yeah,
My
you waving.
goodness, how old are you?
He's a year and a half. Look, it's Tito. That's your
Yeah, we're gonna have a
uncle
baby super
and your
soon.
auntie. Look, and she's gonna have a baby. She's gonna have a
Yeah,
friend. Yeah. A boy like you.
just
Yeah.
like you. We have a little boy too, but he's 5.
Oh, I have
They
a
are
5-year-old boy too.
Yeah, and our daughter's 9. She's not asleep.
When she's not asleep,
No.
wandering the halls, looking for us.
I
Aw.
I also have a little.
You
boy.
have nothing. Stop it.
Maybe he has a dog.
He has like a pet cockroach,
Hamster?
maybe.
He looks like he went to get something.
I'm so
Wow,
a
what a
little
big
old.
boy.
very large baby.
Yeah,
Look at that big boy right there.
just like
That
tackled
was
some
not
dude in the back.
That's
Ow.
so funny. That's right.
Settle
Listening.
down.
All I want for my birthday is for all my brothers to talk.
Ooh. Oh,
That's
no.
good, right? See?
It's a good angle.
Alex,
Good
get on
angle.
here. Get on here, Alex. Let's go.
Well, I'm open to it, so you've heard it here first.
All right.
Caleb,
Thank
you're the-
you.
Caleb's the one that's most direct to Alex. Caleb, we're pushing it over to you.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
It's her birthday. It's the least he could do.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
You tell him that's all I wanted. He did add me on Facebook.
ooh. Presentation time coming in.
There we go.
Sounds pretty cool.
Whoa!
Okay,
pretty
look
Wow.
So that's your Scottish
you know
grandmother
what?
and your Irish grandfather.
No way.
It's because of
Dude,
the
that's
arms.
cool.
Look at the grandma's
Yeah.
arms and Albert's arms. They're both like this,
Yeah.
you know? That's
Yeah.
why they look alike.
Yeah.
Same look on your face too. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
they got a round face.
Yeah.
What happened to Grandpa's hair? Like there's like a cut
Look
right
at the
there.
lips. On
Yeah, I was
Connect.
wondering what happened to the hair there.
Looks like a.
Look at the smile.
Wow.
Connect.
I know, yeah, I see.
Wow.
And then when you do your smile, Albert,
Yeah, and
it's
actually,
exactly like your grandmother.
Yeah, I can see that.
there's where all
You had a
of them
picture of
came
me
over.
on there
Look
too.
at
All right.
Yeah.
Aw.
So you can see all the 1840, 1850s when they came over.
Wow.
Sean H and K, Bridget Murphy. Wow, that's crazy.
I'm so glad you left some space at the bottom, Caleb, for more
Yeah,
siblings
just
on,
in
on the
case
left and the right.
there's more vertical or horizontal space
I
there. yeah.
bet there'll be more on that side. Yeah. You guys
So
keep
when did
digging.
you go
I
back
bet
to?
you'll find some.
Wow, look at that, guys.
Yeah,
Scottish.
so these dates are actually the years that they immigrated to the United States. So you can see most of them came in the 1850s, a few
Yeah.
in a little bit earlier.
This was getting exciting. Thank you, Caleb.
Thank you so much,
to go
guys.
to bed.
Yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, right.
He
I
wants
gotta,
to know.
I gotta wake up at like
Let's-
4 in the morning to teach tomorrow. But yeah,
Thank you,
it was lovely to
Connect.
meet you guys.
Yes.
Thanks, Albert.
It was really nice
Caleb.
meeting you, Brendan.
It was
Thank
lovely
you,
to meet too.
Caleb.
Both of you guys, all of you guys.
Thank
This
you,
is really
Leah and
weird
Blair.
and fun and interesting, and yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Are you doing McDonald's or is that a heart?
Don't forget
Love
to
meeting you guys.
subscribe
So, yeah.
to
I'll subscribe
Brendan's
too.
YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, I'll subscribe to you guys as well. After a while, I was riveted today watching all this show, so it was fantastic. I can see why you guys have a lot of fans.
The trail led to you.
Brendan, I'll
You know
add you
what?
on.
I'm kind of excited to see where we keep going because it keeps getting good. So let's keep it going.
This story was definitely gonna keep going. Will Alex and Brendan reunite? Stay tuned to the Leah and Blair slog. We reunite long lost loved ones. Leah May, they're still watching.